1. Old English, Anglo-Saxon, the earliest form of English, influenced by Germanic languages. 2. Middle English, the form of English spoken after the Norman conquest, heavily influenced by French. 3. Early Modern English, the form of English used during the Renaissance, which saw the introduction of many Latin and Greek words. 4. Modern English, the form of English we use today, influenced by a multitude of languages due to globalization and technological advancement. Act 1. The video begins with the origins of English in the 5th century with the Anglo-Saxon invasion. It covers the period of Old English, highlighting the influence of Latin, Norse, and the introduction of writing systems. Act 2. The video moves on to the Norman conquest in 1066, marking the start of Middle English. It discusses the significant influence of French on the English language during this period. Act 3. The video then transitions to early modern English, covering the Great Vowel Shift, the invention of the printing press, and the influence of the Renaissance, which led to the introduction of many Latin and Greek words into English. Act 4. Finally, the video discusses the development of modern English, from the Industrial Revolution to the present day, highlighting the influences of different languages due to colonization, globalization, and technological advancement. Fresh phrases. Act 1. 1. Origins of English, the beginnings or roots of the English language. 2. Anglo-Saxon invasion, the period when Germanic tribes, known as the Anglo-Saxons, invaded Britain. 3. Influence of Latin, Norse, the impact or effect of Latin and Norse languages on English. 4. Introduction of writing systems, the start or establishment of methods for writing the English language. Act 2. 1. Norman conquest in 1066, the invasion and occupation of England by an army of Normans, led by Duke William of Normandy. 2. Start of Middle English, the beginning of the period known as Middle English. 3. Significant influence of French, the important impact or effect of the French language on English during this period. Act 3. 1. Great Vowel Shift, a major change in the pronunciation of the English language that took place in England between 1400 and 1700. 2. Invention of the printing press, the creation of a device that allows for the mass production of printed materials, which had a significant impact on the standardization of English. 3. Influence of the Renaissance, the impact or effect of the cultural movement known as the Renaissance on the English language. Act 4. 1. Development of modern English, the evolution or growth of the English language into its current form. 2. Industrial Revolution to the present day, the period from the Industrial Revolution, around the 18th and 19th centuries, until now. 3. Influences of different languages, the impact or effect of various languages on English. 4. Colonization, globalization, and technological advancement. These are major historical and societal factors that have shaped modern English. The History of English in 10 Minutes is a fast-paced and informative video that provides a brief overview of the evolution of the English language. It covers significant historical events and influences that have shaped English over the centuries, from the Anglo-Saxon invasion to the effects of globalization and technology in the modern era. The video is a great resource for anyone interested in understanding how English has developed into the diverse and versatile language it is today.
Fresh story, the movie English Vinglish. 1. Shashi Godbole, the protagonist, a dedicated housewife and small business owner who is often belittled by her family for her lack of English proficiency. 2. Satish Godbole, Shashi's husband, who often overlooks her contributions and takes her for granted. 3. Sapna, Shashi's daughter. She is embarrassed by her mother's lack of English skills. 4. Radha, Shashi's niece. She supports and encourages Shashi. 5. Laurent, a French chef who befriends and respects Shashi during her English learning journey. Act 1. Shashi Godbole, a dedicated housewife and small business owner, is often belittled by her family for her lack of English proficiency. When she is tasked with going to New York alone to help prepare for her niece's wedding, she is anxious about navigating the English-speaking world. Act 2. In New York, Shashi secretly enrolls in an English language class. She meets a diverse group of people, including Laurent, a French chef who appreciates her for who she is. Shashi begins to gain confidence as she improves her English skills. Act 3. Shashi's family arrives in New York for the wedding, unaware of her secret English classes. Shashi continues to balance her family responsibilities with her desire to learn English, all while navigating a potential romantic interest from Laurent. Act 4. At the wedding, Shashi surprises her family by delivering a speech in English, demonstrating her newfound confidence and language skills. She gains the respect of her family and realizes her own self-worth, ending the movie on a high note. Fresh phrases. Act 1. 1. Dedicated housewife and small business owner. Shashi is committed to her family and also runs a small business. 2. Belittled by her family often makes her feel insignificant or unimportant. 3. Lack of English proficiency. Shashi is not very skilled or fluent in English. 4. Tasked with going to New York alone, she is given the responsibility to travel to New York by herself. 5. Navigating the English-speaking world, she has to manage or find her way in a place where everyone speaks English. Act 2. 1. Secretly enrolls in an English language class. Shashi joins an English class without telling anyone. 2. Diverse group of people. She meets people from various backgrounds and cultures. 3. Appreciates her for who she is. Laurent values and respects Shashi's true self. 4. Begins to gain confidence. Shashi starts to believe more in her abilities. 5. Improves her English skills. She gets better at speaking and understanding English. Act 3. 1. Arrives in New York for the wedding. Shashi's family comes to New York to attend the wedding. 2. Unaware of her secret English classes. Her family doesn't know about the English classes she's been attending. 3. Balance her family responsibilities. She has to manage her duties towards her family. 4. Desire to learn English. She has a strong wish to improve her English. 5. Navigating a potential romantic interest. She has to handle a possible romantic situation with Laurent. Act 4. 1. Delivering a speech in English. She gives a talk or presentation in English. 2. Demonstrating her newfound confidence. She shows the confidence she has gained through her journey. 3. Language skills. Her ability to use English effectively. 4. Gains the respect of her family. Her family starts to admire and value her. 5. Realizes her own self-worth. She understands and acknowledges her own value and importance. English Vinglish is a heartwarming movie about self-discovery and empowerment. It's set in India and New York, and it explores the struggles and triumphs of Shashi, a woman who is often underestimated by her family. The movie beautifully portrays her journey of learning English, gaining confidence, and earning the respect she deserves. It's a story that resonates with anyone who has ever felt undervalued or underestimated.
Fresh book, The Canterville Ghost, by Oscar Wilde. 1. Sir Simon de Canterville, the ghost who has been haunting Canterville Chase for over 300 years. 2. Mr. Hiram B. Otis, the American minister, who buys Canterville Chase and doesn't believe in ghosts. 3. Mrs. Lucretia Tappan Otis, Mr. Otis's wife, a practical woman who is not easily frightened. 4. Virginia Otis, the 15-year-old daughter of the Otis family, who plays a crucial role in the story. 5. Washington and the Otis twins, other members of the Otis family who enjoy playing pranks on the ghost. Act 1. The Otis family moves into Canterville Chase, despite warnings about the ghost haunting the house. They are skeptical and dismiss the warnings. Sir Simon, the ghost, makes several attempts to scare them, but all his efforts are met with practical responses from the family. Act 2. The Otis family starts playing pranks on the ghost, reversing the traditional roles. Sir Simon feels insulted and frustrated. He retreats and stops his haunting activities, feeling defeated and depressed. Act 3, Virginia Otis encounters Sir Simon and, unlike her family, shows him kindness. Sir Simon shares his tragic story with her, revealing that he is bound to the house until someone does a good deed for him. Act 4, Virginia helps Sir Simon to attain peace and finally leave the earthly realm. The Otis family, upon realizing the truth, respects Virginia's actions, and the story ends on a note of mutual understanding and respect. Fresh phrases. Act 1. 1. Moves into Canterville Chase. The Otis family relocates to a new house named Canterville Chase. 2. Despite warnings, despite being told about potential dangers or problems. 3. Ghost haunting the house. A ghost is believed to be present and causing disturbances in the house. 4. Skeptical and dismiss the warnings. The family doubts the truth of the warnings and chooses to ignore them. 5. Practical responses. The family reacts in a sensible and realistic way, not showing fear. Act 2. 1. Playing pranks on the ghost. The family starts to trick or joke with the ghost. 2. Reversing the traditional roles. The family, instead of being scared, scares the ghost. 3. Feels insulted and frustrated. The ghost is upset and annoyed. 4. Retreats and stops his haunting activities. The ghost withdraws and ceases his attempts to scare the family. 5. Feeling defeated and depressed. The ghost feels beaten and very unhappy. Act 3. 1. Encounters Sir Simon. Virginia meets or comes across the ghost. 2. Shows him kindness. Virginia treats the ghost with kindness and understanding. 3. Shares his tragic story. The ghost tells Virginia about his sad past. 4. Bound to the house. The ghost is tied or connected strongly to the house, unable to leave. 5. Until someone does a good deed for him, the ghost can only be freed if someone helps him out of kindness. Act 4. 1. Helps Sir Simon to attain peace. Virginia assists the ghost in achieving tranquility and freedom from his earthly ties. 2. Leave the earthly realm. The ghost is able to leave the physical world. 3. Upon realizing the truth, after understanding the real situation or facts. 4. Respects Virginia's actions. The family appreciates and values what Virginia has done. 5. Mutual understanding and respect. Both the family and the ghost understand and respect each other. The Canterville Ghost is a unique and humorous take on the traditional ghost story. It's set in Canterville Chase, an old English country house, which the Otis family, hailing from America, buys. The contrast between the British ghost and the American family serves to highlight the cultural differences between the two countries, as seen through Wilde's satirical lens. The story is as much about understanding and compassion as it is about the supernatural, making it a compelling read.